Hey boys, welcome back to some more Warriors career mode, taking on the Eels in round 6, and we're going to have a quick look at the ladder. The Cowboys are undefeated and the Eels are right up the top as well. We're not last, thankfully. We've won one game. The Knights are languishing there. The Storm Seagulls also down the bottom, which is fairly surprising, but yeah, taking on the Eels who are traveling quite nicely. Coming off a fairly good game against the Titans. I mean, we didn't quite get the win, but it was a good game nonetheless. And we're starting to get a little bit more confident, I would say. We're playing at home. This game is drizzling quite a little bit anyway, so it might make for a bit more tricky conditions to throw it around. But I found that in this game, it's not as punishing with the wet weather as it was in Rugby League Live 3, where if you threw an offload in the wet in Rugby League Live 3, you would just 99% of the time you would drop the ball. In this game, it's not like that. I'm sure it does play a factor, but it's definitely toned down a lot, so which is good. It's definitely a good thing that it's not as high. But yeah, we're going to start the game off here with the Eels on the attack first up. Nathan Brown there playing in the front row, has been playing lock for the Eels this year. Actually been pretty good. Never a fan of Nathan Brown, but he's surprised me quite a bit as the kick goes up. And again, we just cannot time that contested catch. But thankfully, the ball was a bit short at goal line, so not too dangerous. It's a great ball to Ryan Hoffman straight through the gap there. Good line run by the back rower there. And that's what I do like about the game. The runs are nice. Is right there. I wanted to give the ball to Johnson. I think it was Johnson or Foreign, but I wanted to give it to them, and I was getting ready for a kick. So I'm like, it went to Hoffman. I'm like, I'm just gonna kick it because I was lining it up. So it was a poor kick. It went dead. But yeah, that was quite frustrating that it didn't go to the playmaker. As thankfully this time Tuivasa got to pop the pack. He gets taken out after he catches it. A little dirty there from the Eels play. Should have been a penalty, but we'll live. The catches in the air are really nice in this game. Like, the angle doesn't really shot off too well, but if you go to like a close-up replay, it's great ball movement there. Solomoni Carter through, tries to set up Vadavai. I think I told you that last episode that sort of when you get into the space like that, setting up your support plays are really difficult. Either they're so far behind the play as Bevan French straight through to Avashek. I just sort of corralled him to the side where our defenders were, as a couple of players offside. Thankfully, Matangi there is just going to take the hit up. But yeah, it's really hard to set up your support plays. There always seems to be the AI defense just in the way and taking the intercepts. But just gotta. I think a little tip there is probably just hold the ball. Just don't throw those extra passes. As Blake Ashford making good ground, turns it back on the inside of Fusatua. As we use the sort of the, what do they call it? I can't remember, but it shows you, I mean, you can see all sorts of things. You can see like the speed and strength and all that, but I think the fatigue one is the most valuable, because you can, and I probably will try to use it a bit more, because it is pretty, like, it can be a good little strategy thing, because you can do that, see who's fatigued, that right there is one of my biggest gripes with the game. And there still is a few other gripes that I've had with the game. I've sort of come to realize that I was doing it wrong, or I found a way around it. But that right there, when like your playmakers just get into the worst position and other players will just get in their way when they're about to kick it, like right there, there was actually nothing I could do. Like Johnson was lining up the kick, and I think it was either Mannering or Hoffman. He just ran straight in front of him, and it kicked straight into him, so that's fairly frustrating. But getting back to that I think it was foresight mode, yeah, you can see who the fatigue players are indicated by red, and just like aim your traffic at the red players, you'll just break tackles because they're fatigued. As good play here, gets it onto Manu Vadavai in from the wing, and a good chance to actually hit some points before the break, but a good tackle on big Ben Madalino there, driving him back. I thought we had a try for all money, but not to be his last play. Kieran Foran's going to get a little pass away, trying to get the offloads away. The winger was unmarked. I just could not get the ball out. But for some reason, it's 0. I don't know how. The game sometimes is a little funny as well with like 6 to goes, but we'll take it, dude. It's a good little bonus for us. So we get another set of 6 here as Mannering goes across field, and he's just going to barge his way over the line. Does he actually get it down? I think he might have. The on-field adjudicator is going to go no try, and actually I accidentally skipped over it, but apparently he did get it down, so we got a try. And you know, it's something I complain about a bit with the momentum. I wasn't a fan of it. Like, I like the momentum system in general play, but I don't like it close to the try line. It annoyed me in Rugby League Live 3 because, you know, you could really easily score tries. You just press up on the right analog stick and just score a try pretty much at will. In this game, the AI does it a lot as we spread it out from the kickoff. Pretty good ball movement here. A couple offloads. See, as you see, the wet weather doesn't affect it nearly as much. But yeah, the driving over, you know, the AI constantly does it to you in this game, which can be frustrating. But that time, we gave a little bit of payback there. Unfortunately, coming back from the break, you know, fairly typical of the Warriors, just a little bit of ill discipline in there. I think it was Madalino. I actually tried to sub him out, and I was so mad because I'm pretty sure I just made the sub to put Madalino off and Gavitt back on, but he was on the field and he gave away the penalty. I was furious, so he was definitely off after that. And Bevan French, he sort of scored, but Mannering has come up with one of the try savers of the year. I don't know how he stopped him there, but it's not going to matter, unfortunately. Mitchell Moses on last tackle. When they run it like this on last play, it always catches you off guard, and you know, again, not really too much we could do. You've got to like sort of already anticipate them going that way and trying to shut them down as Moses does convert. So I was pretty annoyed right there with them hitting straight back after the break for giving away that penalty, because, you know, penalties and dropping balls is an absolute killer in this game, as we try to shut down Moses there before he got the ball away, but he got quick hands away to both Scots, and the Eels. They're pressing the attack here. It's pretty much been them all this second half. Like the 20 minutes here, we barely touched the ball. So, you know, we just have to survive. We were looking pretty good in attack the first half. We just have to get a fair share of the ball, really, as a kick goes up. And again, you've really got to, like I said, you've really got to time that in the green. Otherwise, you're no chances. Tuivasa takes on Brad Tekarengi, not the quickest guy out in the centre. So, a nice run there by Tuivasa, getting on the outside of the man, and a good chance to hopefully take the lead back. It's you know, these games, they're always tight. It's great to see his little play setting up here, getting Tuivasa one-on-one with the forward, and he's going to go over for a nice try. I was pretty happy with this. You know, not like an extravagant play, but sort of Tuivasa ran around from the blind, well, not the blind side, but he ran around Gavitt, I think it was, who passed the ball to him. And a couple of tired forwards in the middle of the field trying to tackle Tuivasa is going to be a challenge. Bevan French obviously couldn't stop him from that close, and we take the lead back to 12-6. A couple of nice tries, and Tuivasa, he's sort of coming into his own a bit last couple of weeks. I was trying to get that kick through. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The timing for the grubbers is really difficult, but it was a poor kick, and there we sort of give the Eels decent field position to potentially hit back, but our defense has been pretty solid. Like other than this right here, I think Sammy is flying somehow. I don't know how Mannering chased him down. I don't know what Mannering's speed stat is, but there should have been no chance for him to catch him there. So that is definitely a little bit ridiculous that he caught him, but. You know, I thought we were gone. I thought it was going to be 12 all pretty soon because big Sammy down the sideline. But I was going to say our defense is pretty good, but honestly, every time at the back end of these games where I'm just in front or it's level, I do sort of panic a little bit. I'm worried, and it's going to come back to bite us. The defense on last play, just a little bit of ad-lib footy here. The grubber went in. They got it off the bounce, little offload. And it's Bevan French, the light-footed French, steps around a couple. Mitchell Moses with the kick. He's not the best goal kicker. Should probably be Gutherson kicking it, but Mitchell Moses looks like he's got it, but it's just going to shave away to the left. So we have potentially survived this game. it's come down to the wire once again. These games are giving me anxiety, man. They're tricky. They're very, very tricky to win, but we are going to hold on here. The Eels, they definitely had all the ball that second half, but the Warriors defense, we stood up, you know, a couple of silly plays at the end there, but a pretty even game. But we got away with it with the goal kicking, really. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.